Hello everyone. Till now we have performed different programs in 8086 like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, sorting, finding largest and smallest number. Now today we will move to conversion of one code to another code. Now we will write two programs here. First one is to convert a BCD number to its ASCII code. Equivalent using 8086 microprocessor, and the other one is to convert a binary number to its gray code. So now moving to our first objective, we have to convert a BCD number to its ASCII code equivalent. Now BCD is binary coded decimal. In this we can use 0 to 9 digits, and each BCD digit is equal to a pair of 4 binary bits. For example, 00 BCD we can represent as 0. These uh, four bits represent this 0, and these 4 bits this one. So in this way we can represent binary coded decimal. Now the ASCII codes are basically the binary code for representing different alphanumeric characters, and it is American standard for information and interchange. Now for BCD, for a single digit BCD, we have ASCII equivalent as like this, for 0 30, H 01 31, and similarly like this. So in this way we can say that to convert a single digit unpacked BCD. Now unpacked BCD means our higher order nibble is always equals to 0, like 01 0 01 02. So the higher order nibble is always 0, so that is our unpacked BCD number. So therefore to convert a single digit unpacked BCD number, like 00 01 02 0 till 09, we what we have to do, we have to just add 30H. We have to add 30 in hexadecimal. Now but as in 8086 we at one location we have 8-bit data, so we are dealing with 8-bit data, or what we can, for 8-bit each 4-bit will contribute to 1 digit, so 2-digit packed BCD number we are dealing. It is not necessary the high nibble is 0 only, so it is unpacked BCD number. So we have to follow two steps. What we have to do, we have to unpack this BCD. We have 2 digits, so we will unpack each digit. For example, like uh, we have we have 32H. So this is a 2-digit BCD. So what we have to do, we have to break it in unpacked BCD, like 03H and 02H. So this way we have unpacked it, and the next step will be just addition of 30H to each unpacked part. So in this way we can convert 2-digit packed BCD number to ASCII equivalent. Now therefore if we have 8-bit input BCD number, so we will require 2 bytes for the output ASCII equivalent code. Now one important thing to consider is that for 8-bit BCD, means 2-digit we are taking, so possible combinations can be 00 to FF, but here we will consider only 00 to 99 to avoid the use of characters. For BCD we are considering from 0 to 9 only, so we will neglect the other numbers which can contain an alphabet character. So we will deal only with 00 to 99. So now how to unpack this BCD, this packed BCD. So here I am showing the example. We have 2-digit BCD number as 25H, so its binary equivalent will be for 20010 and for 50101. Now we have to unpack this. So what we will do first, we have to, so to unpack this we need to get this higher order nibble separately and this lower order nibble separately. So first what we will do, we will get this higher order nibble. So to get this higher order nibble, what we will do, we will mask the lower order nibble. Mask the lower order nibble means we will make the lower order nibble equals to 0. So what we will do, we will do the bitwise AND operation. So 25H we will AND with F0. F0, so these higher bit we will get because in binary anything which will be ANDed with 1, we will get the same thing. But if we AND it with the 0, the result will be 0 always. So this lower order nibble will be masked and we will get the higher order nibble to 0H. Now this 20H is still packed because for unpacked BCD we require 0 in the higher order nibble. So this 20H is still packed. So what we have to do, we have to unpack it. So to unpack it, what we can do, we have to move this 2 to here and we can have 0 in this higher order nibble. So what we will do, we will bring higher order nibble to lower order position to make it unpacked, and to do so what we will do, we will shift it towards right 4 times. So like this we are shifting this to right by 4 times. So we have this 20H. So when we will shift it 4 times, so these 4 will digits, these 4 bits will come here. So we are getting 0000 and 0010. So we are getting 02. Now it is unpacked. So now we have got, we have made this higher order nibble unpacked. So now coming to the lower order nibble. Now before that we have to add, for correction we have to add 30 also, 30H to make this ASCII equivalent. So in the to this higher order nibble unpacked binary BCD, we will add 30H. So in this way, for this we get our ASCII equivalent code. Now we will mask the higher order nibble to get the lower order nibble. So similarly now we will, as we have ANDed it with the F0 here, we will AND it with 0F. So higher order will become 0 and we will get the lower order nibble 05H. Now it is fine, it is unpacked, so no need to do the shift operation. Now what we will do, we will add 30 to it and we will get its ASCII equivalent. So finally the ASCII equivalent of this 25H is 32 and 35. So similarly what we will we will, this is our flowchart. We will firstly load our BCD number, then same we will mask the lower order nibble to get the higher order nibble, then we will make it unpacked by shifting towards right by 4 times, then we will add 30 to it to make it ASCII equivalent, then we will mask higher order nibble, we will AND with 0F and we will get the lower order nibble, and it is finally unpacked. So we will add it to 30, we will add 30H to it and we will get the ASCII equivalent, and finally we will store the result at destination memory location. So now we have this program for conversion of BCD to 2-digit BCD to its ASCII equivalent. So first of all, we are giving the location of our, we are moving our input data from the memory location to AL register. So this will be our memory location and we are moving its content to AL register. Now we will move the content of AL register to AH. So by after this instruction, the content of AL will not be destroyed. It will move to AH and it will be retained in AL also. So now after this, what we will do, we will AND AL with 0F. So when we will AND AL with 0F, we will get the lower order nibble 0F. That means we are making the higher order nibble 0, so we will get the lower order nibble. Now we have lower order nibble and it will be unpacked because it will be 0 and something, so it will be unpacked. Now what we will do, we will make the contents of CL register 04. This is we are doing for the shifting purpose. Now what we will do, we will, now AL register has the original number. So what we will do the logical shift, right shift. So after logical right shifting 4 times, we will get the higher order nibble directly in the unpacked form. For example, let me uh, show you the example. Suppose I have the number uh, 25 25 H. So its binary equivalent will be 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 1 0 1. Now I have to end CL. I have made CL. I have taken 0 4, means we have to move 4 times. This is in binary equivalent of this. Now after SHR SHR 04, this one SHR AHCL SHR AH comma CL. So AH contains this original number and CL is 4. So what we will do, we will shift it right. So what happens that these will shift 4 times, and this LSB will move to carry flag, and the number which will enter from here will be, at the MSB will be 0, means we are entering 0 for first shift. Suppose if after first shift it will be, 0 will be entered in on MSB, so 0, and it is shifting 1 time, so 0 0 0 1 0 0 1 0 and then 0 1 0, and this one will go to carry flag. Then again second shift we have to shift 4 times, so in this way it will shift, and finally we will get uh, 0 0 0 0 and 0 0 1 0. So this is equivalent to 0 to H. So in this way we are getting higher order nibble unpacked directly. So we are getting it unpacked by shifting. So we don't need that operation and operation with F0. So directly we are getting it. So what after this operation we have our after this operation we have our lower order nibble unpacked. Then after this operation we have our higher order nibble unpacked, and finally we will, or this AX means AH and AL. AH has unpacked higher order nibble, AL has unpacked lower order nibble, and we are adding 30H to each. So in this way we will have ASCII equivalent, and we will store its value to this destination, means AL content will be stored at this destination and AH content will be stored at this destination. So this example I have taken 25H is the 8-bit BCD number, and we should get output 35 and 32. So now let's execute it. So what we will do, we will copy the program. This is the program. So me here. Now we will emulate it. So first of all, suppose DS we have taken 4000. So we will give our input 4000, and this is 1200. So 1200. So at this place we can give, suppose I have given 25, can have another data also. So 25 hexadecimal I have taken, and then what you have to do, we have to go back to the code segment 0100, and this will be 000, and finally You can go by single step. It will show you the steps after each uh, instruction executed. So this way you can see different. Now finally you can see the status here, and now finally we will check the result will be at 4,000, and here this effective address is 2,000, so it will be 2,000. So it has come 35, 30, 25 we have given, so 35 for lower order nibble and 32 for higher order nibble. So in this way we can convert our 2-digit or 8-bit BCD number to its ASCII equivalent. So now we will move to our second objective, which is uh, conversion of 8-bit binary number to its gray code. So gray code is basically a code where the difference between each consecutive number is one only. Means suppose 000 and the next will be 001. It means there is a difference of one bit only. So we are converting our, suppose let us assume our binary number defined by this. This is for LSB, least significant bit, and this is MSB, and let us assume that its gray code equivalent is like this. Now how we will get this gray code? For converting a binary code to gray code, our MSB will remain as it is, means G7. Our MSB will be same as our MSB of the input. Gray code MSB will be same as the MSB of binary number, and other bits will be we will XOR uh, alternately, like B7 for getting G6 we will XOR B7 B6. For getting G5 we will XOR B6 B5. For G4 B5 B4, and for G3 B4 B3. Similarly G2 B3 XORed with B2, and then G1 B2 XORed with B1, and finally G0 B1 XORed with B0. Now XORing for in case of XORing, if our bits are dissimilar, suppose 0 1 or 1 0, then we will get the output as 1. If both the bits are similar, like 0 0 or 1 1, so after XOR operation we will get 0. So this way we can convert our binary number to gray code. So this is the flow chart. What we have to do, we have to start, then we have to load our input 8-bit binary number in AL register. We will copy the content of AL in BL. Then we will clear the carry, and then we will rotate this AL content through carry by 1 bit. So through carry by 1 bit, and then we will XOR the contents of BL. So if suppose this is the original number and we are rotating it right, we are rotating it right by 1 bit. So this bit will move here, this bit will move here, this bit will move, so it will move by 1 bit, and if we will XOR these bits, so we will get this result. Let me show you uh, let me first explain you the this flow chart, and then I'll show you with an example. Rotate AL right through carry by 1 bit. In rotate right through carry, what will happen, that the least significant bit will go to carry. The least rotating right, we are rotating like in this way, so this least significant bit will go to carry, and this carry will go to the MSB. Now we will get after XORing these contents, we will get the equivalent gray code, and finally we will store the content of BL register, which will be our gray code equivalent at destination memory. So let me show you one example. uh, suppose suppose we have taken one example here. I would have taken some example here. like this, B5H. B5H I have taken. So for input we have taken B5H. B5H. So its binary equivalent will be, for B will be it will be 1 0 1 1, and for 5 it will be 0 1 0 1. Okay, so here also I have taken 1 0 1 1 and 0 1 1 0 1 and 0. So after and we have made now carry, we have made 0. So what will happen after this RCR, suppose we are taking BL register, we have moved it to BL, so BL RCR BL, we have moved it by 1. So what will happen after this? Now carry, this least significant bit will go to carry, so CY will be equals to 1, and this content in BL will be, so it is shifting right. The CL content was earlier 0, so it will move to MSB, so it will be 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 0. So this will be our result after this. So in this way we can see, if we will XOR 1 0 means AL and BL, this will be the content of AL and this is the content of BL after RCR. So 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 1, and we have to XOR it. Suppose for XOR operation we are taking this operator, so and then 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 0. So see, we are XORing 1 with 0, so we will get the same, so MSB is same. Then we are XORing 0 with 1, means alternately we are XORing like this, 0 to 1, or we can XOR 0 to 1. Let me show you this we are XORing this and this, so this and this, so this will be, this can be, either you can XOR, this is our original number, so XOR this will be same MSB, so 1 0 we will get the MSB 1 only. Now after we will XOR to get this one, this bit we will XOR this and this, so here also we are getting 0, we are XORing 0 and 1. For next we are XORing 0 and 1, so then here also 1 to 0. So in this way we are performing our alternate XORing process. So this way we will get a we will XOR BL and AL, and the content will be stored in BL only. So this is our program. We will move our input data to AL register, then we will move this data to BL, then we will set our carry to 0, then we will rotate it through carry by 1 bit, then we will XOR content of BL and AL, and finally the result will be stored in BL, which will be our equivalent gray code, and we will transfer this gray code to specific memory location defined by this. So this was the example. B5 input we have taken 1 0 1 1 0 1 0. So if we have to get its gray code, so MSB is same 1 only. For getting this second we have to XOR this and this, so 1 XOR with 0 dissimilar, so 1. Then third bit we have to XOR this and this, 0 1, so dissimilar, so 1. Then 1 1 similar, so 0. Then 1 0 dissimilar, 1. Then 0 1 dissimilar, 1. 1 0 again dissimilar bits, 1, and 0 1 dissimilar. So in this way we are getting a result. So let's move to the execution part. We will we will copy our code from here. This is our code, and we will move it to the emulator, and now we will emulate it. So what we will do, we will let us take DS as 4000. So here we will take 4000 and then 1200. So it will be 1200. So this memory location, I've taken B5 as input. So we will put our data B5. Then we will move to our code segment 0100 and here 00, and then we can go step by step or we can run directly. Step by step you can go to check the status of these things. One more thing, after let me go single step this. Now after execution of this, you will see right now that it is already 0, so this carry flag will be uh, cleared or reset. CY will be 0. So this way you can see the changes. Finally we can see our result at 4000 and the effective address is 1204. So here we are getting EF. So for B5H we are getting equivalent as EF. So we are getting the correct result. So in this way you can check for different examples. So in this way we can do our conversions from BCD to ASCII and from binary to gray code. Thank you.